Well, she normally starts brilliantly. She's got out well, but so too has Guy of China. Now Fraser Pryce coming into her running. Daryl Newton is going with her. Kemper trying to come through for third, and does so. Watch the clock, 10.87. Wow.
That was very relaxed. Once again, she did not get out the blocks. That's not a Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce get out.
So with the 2025 World Championship just a few days away, 9 days to be exact, today we take a look back at Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce opening race at the 2022 World Championships. And this would have to be one of the fastest 100-meter heats you've ever seen from a female athlete. 10.87 seconds. So yes, we're going to talk about Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce in this video on her last two World Championships and her chances in the upcoming World Championship. And as we know, this will be her final year on the track. But before we get into the details, do me a huge favor by liking this video. And if you're all new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. That way y'all don't miss out on any of the updates in track and field. But yeah, we're going to talk about Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce. And as we know, she is the pocket rocket, the queen of sprinting. Yes, Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce has dominated the track for numerous years, over 2 decades running the 100 meters, and she has always been consistent. And this year, at the end of this season, unfortunately, we will say farewell. We will say goodbye to Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce, because this year will be her last year on the track, and this is according to her. Many times she would have retired a couple years back, but she held on and she dominated the track throughout those years as well. But I fear it's because of the injury that she sustained in 2023 that might be the reason why she's even calling it quits this early, because she had no plans on retiring, based on my understanding and based on the different interviews that she would have done throughout the years. But yeah, sometimes life throws you the unexpected and plans change, basically. But yeah, looking back at the last two World Championships in 2022 and 2023, as we know, 2022 was Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce year. That was the best year she'd have in her entire career. And the reason for that is because of the consistency from her first race in Kenya at the Cape Kind Classic to her last Diamond League race, where she won the Diamond League trophy. And she was basically running 10.6, 10.7, a low 10.7. So I think her slowest race was 10.71 second in the year 2022. Even though in 2021 she ran her fastest time ever of 10.60 seconds to make her the third fastest woman of all times over 100 meters. 2022 was the year she really locked in and dominated the track. 2021 she was running good, but there was some form of inconsistency, and with the huge rivalry with Elaine Thompson-Herah, I guess it kind of threw her off a bit, because she ran some really fast race, but then she didn't run she wasn't consistent in the times, basically. But in 2022 we saw a different Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce. As I explained, her slowest time was 10.71 seconds, not counting the heats, basically. But yeah, and as you all saw in the intro, she ran one of the fastest heats of all time. First race at the World Championship, 10.87 seconds, just to show you the form that she was in. And it didn't even seem as if she was exerting a whole lot of energy in that race. She basically just wanted to get the first race out of the way. She jogged for like 30 seconds of the race, because she literally shuts it down, and just to show you the form that she was in. But yeah, as I explained, starting the first race in 2022 was at the Cape Kind Classic. She ran a time of 10.67 seconds. She went on to run a series of 10.6 and I think a couple of 10.7. She ran 10.70 in the first run at the Jamaica National Trials. And then she went on to run a 10.71 in the Diamond League final, I think. But every other race was 10.66, 10.67, 10.69. That was her track record in 2022. And yeah, I would say that would have been her best year in track and field, and she did went on to win the World Championship final as well. 2023 now was where she got injured basically. That was the year I believe Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce said, hey, I'm wondering if I should retire because as I explained, in 2022, she started her season in Kenya at the Cape Kind Classic. She wanted to do the same. She was in Kenya in May of 2023, ready to compete at the Cape Kind Classic. However, while she was like a day before the race in training, she got injured and she was rushed to France to do a knee surgery. And that knee surgery was successful. However, Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce hasn't been the same since getting that knee injury. We've seen her run some fast times, but nowhere close to her best. She has run 10.8, 10.9. That's been her trajectory throughout 2023, and she didn't run that much of a race either. We saw her finishing third at the World Championships. That would have been behind Sha'Carri and Shericka Jackson. She did not run the 200 meters at that World Championship either because it seems she didn't fully recover. And in the relay, we saw her get injured again. But even though she felt something in the 4x100, she kept on pushing. She actually ran on the injury. But we could see her Fraden and TT Terry did make up a lot of ground on her, and I believe that's the reason why the US beat the Jamaica in the 4x100 because Shelly got injured on the box stretch. In 2024 now, the Olympic year, she did make the team for the Olympics, but she ran fewer races. So from 2023 into 2024, she ran less and less races. Many would have thought it's because of her age, because she's getting older. 2024, she was 37 years old. This year, she's 38. But I believe it was the injury that she sustained, that knee injury, that really hampered her from reaching her full potential, because she wanted the world record before she retired. And on the track that she was on in 2021 to 2022, she was heading in that direction. But injury struck in 2023. Even though she made the Jamaican team for the Olympics in 2024, she didn't look her best. She wanted to end that final Olympic with a bang. But some other circumstances caused her not to compete in the semifinals. And also injury, because she did not get as much time to warm up and she did not want to risk going out there in the semis and pulling up basically. So she decided not to compete. Fast forward to 2025 now, she ran even fewer races. I think so far she has only ran 2 races. That would have been 3 races. She ran her opening race, which was a wind-aided 9.91 second. She came back and ran 1 race before that would have been the Doha Diamond League, before the World Championships, before the qualifiers, where she clocked a time of 11.05 seconds. She came back at the Jamaican National Trials. She ran 10.94 seconds. That would have been her season's best. Oh, and I missed out another race. She did run another Diamond League race where she clocked 11.08 seconds this season. So she has run 4 100-meter races leading up to the World Championships. She did qualify, and hopefully she can finish this World Championship with a medal, gold, silver, bronze, either way, or even in the 4x100. But we'll just have to wait and see. But the Shelly that we know, the pocket rocket, she doesn't seem to have that pocket rocket start, and I believe that's the only reason why I'm doubting her in terms of winning a medal. But I'm hoping for the best for her. But leave y'all thoughts on this in the comments. Do y'all think in her final year she will win a medal at the World Championships? Let me hear y'all thoughts in the comments. But that's all for today. Thank y'all for watching. Remember, give us strength by subscribing so we can get to that 1,000 subscriber mark as quickly as possible.